Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a general collective reading for the sign of Gemini. That's Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs from the 15th to the 31st of October 2020. If any of your aspects of your chart is in Gemini, this reading could well be for you. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel like some elements of this don't fit, take what does, and obviously check out other readings. They may well be more fitting for your situation. If I'm saying he and it's a she, if I'm saying you and it's them, just again, take what is relevant. Okay, so guys, if you want a personalized reading, information is in the description box below. Do email me, let me know what it is you're looking for. If you want to say thank you for the reading, we have an Amazon wish list in the description box, as well as PayPal for energetic exchange as a thank you. If you feel like you appreciated this, then that would be amazing. Again, let's have a look at the energies. Let's see what is going on for Geminis and get an idea of the theme. Right, let's see. What is the theme, please, from the 15th to the 31st of October for our Geminis, please, Spirit? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs for Gemini. We've got the Lovers. The choice, I'm just hearing the choice was made. The choice has been made. It's already been made. If you feel like you're looking at something going, yeah, but it hasn't, these guys made it. Like, either that or this person's made it and they're not telling you. Things are changing. Wheel of Fortune. I'm just hearing the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And I'm also hearing what goes up must come down. So there's definitely movement here. That it will change. The roles are reversed. So if you were caught on the back foot, could well be that there's going to be a shift in the dynamics here. We've also got the devil on the bottom of the deck. Was there influences? Was there negative energies involved? Was there lessons? Was there shadow elements that were needing to be looked at? Looks like someone's learning their lesson. So guys, let's jump in and get some more understanding of what this is in reference to here. Please don't fall over, mister. Okay. Because that's moved in the middle of a reading, there's a reason for that. Just be aware that that does not give a green light for you to let all your defences down and to not use discernment. The fact that my animal, my chap has moved in the middle of a reading, it shows me that there's one element here that may be unseen that we're going to look into. Because, and I'm not talking about being paranoid. I'm talking about if you've got a gut instinct telling you something, don't dismiss it. So let's have a look, in my opinion, of course. So let's see, what other energies do we need to be aware of here? They're saying release. There's a burden that someone needs to release here. Right, let's see. What is it that we need to be aware of for Gemini? From the 15th to the 31st, please. The 15th to the 31st, yep. Okay, so there's several different scenarios going on here. We've got the fault line. So this is the reference to the energy we've just looked at. And then we've got the father, bottom of the deck, the animal. Okay, so there's several things coming to me, but of course we'll keep looking and tying all the information in. Has your person, counterpart, had a particularly rough ride with a father figure, and or do they have children where they maybe have had a rough ride with the dynamics with the children, and or do they suffer with possible toxic masculinity in the past or now, and or are they still trying to heal their masculine element? Is this energy bringing up something within them that is hard for them to digest? Or is there an element within you, your masculine side, that is also needing to be looked at? For example, the dynamic energy taking action. Is that something that you usually suffer with? Again, with the Lovers, you're coming up in your own reading here because this is the twin energy, the Gemini energy. So there could be one element that is imbalanced. There could be your masculine side that is imbalanced, where you're taking action. And if you're feminine, you need to sit back in your more feminine energy and let them come to you. because then they will be able to step into their masculine energy. Now, if you're sitting there going, yeah, but they don't make any effort, we need to get into our feminine power so that they can then step into their masculine power, and vice versa. If you're stepping into your feminine power and they're also feminine, then whoever is in the more masculine dominated element of this, they need to step into that. Okay, just take and apply the roles accordingly. Same sex, different sex, no pronouns, however your situation is, please apply the energies accordingly. This is about setting the scene. Okay, we've got the king underneath this energy here, which is about the energy of starting as you mean to go forward, that kind of onus on sovereignty. Now, because we've got the devil, there could be again this element of toxic energy here, shadow side that's reared its head. Maybe you're looking at this going, yeah, this person's very out of control with their anger, because I'm also getting up that as well. And maybe you're worried that this has affected you and that you're not too sure. There's a shift with this. Okay, now, of course, if this person's suffering a great deal, then we need to look into how we can support that for them to gain help or understanding or sort of healing. Again, apply it according to your situation. Now, of course, if you're in an abusive situation, we also need to gain help for that as well, because that's not something that you should be in, you know. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at where are we going here with this? There was a deck that I was looking at and it's disappeared, and I knew this was going to happen. We need to start. I need to start organising these decks a little bit more. I've got you. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm smelling smoke. I don't know if someone smokes. I don't know if someone's struggling with smoking cannabis or nicotine or whatever it is, but I'm smelling smoke, and could be the Mars energy, the very strong temper. Could also be that. Someone could have very strong Mars, Scorpio or Aries in their chart. Could also be Capricorn energy here. Right, let's have a look. And I'm also, there's something around my jaw here, so I don't know if someone's teeth have been playing up here. But let's have a look. What is going on? Again, I'm getting a very strong energy of this animalistic kind of tone to it. There's definitely a wolf energy I'm picking up as well here. I'm picking up a wolf. Now, I don't know if there's this is a dog or a wolf, but this is someone's spirit animal. Right, what is the theme for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising from the 15th to 31st of October. What is the theme? Yeah. We need to employ an empathic type of energy here. Again, could be that you're needing to step into the more feminine element to balance yourself out. We've got change. If you're used to the one being the more masculine dominant, then could well be that you need to slot into another alternative position, because there's also a potential here that you've got a twin flame situation and your masculine doesn't know how to handle that energy. So we need to fall back. They could be also getting triggered a lot. Hence this very strong energy as well. Let's jump into the Island Time Wellness and see what else we can discern in relation to this situation here. And then we're going to be utilising the tarot, I feel. Right, so Spirit, what is the situation, please, for Gemini? What is the situation for Gemini? They want me to go to the Sacred Destiny. What is the situation for Gemini, please, from the 15th to the 31st? 15th to the 31st, please. Oof, 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 oof. Seduction in the reverse. Attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. We've got talking as well, but that came up in the reverse. Interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. Is there a limitation behind a situation here that's keeping you stuck? Could be a third party energy that's blocking your connection, maybe. Where was that deck they wanted me to go to? It was this one, the Sacred Destiny. Right, what was the overriding theme, please, that we haven't already covered for the Geminis, please, for the 15th to the 31st of October 2020. What else, before we jump into the tarot, what else do we need to be aware of, please? Oof, bear. Yeah. I get what it's trying to say to me. We're at a bit of a standstill here until this energy's rebalanced. We've got standstill. All right, and it says the gateway's in reverse. So there's a portal here that's trying to put you through, allow you to go into this next chapter with this Wheel of Fortune turning. But we're at an impasse, if that's the word, an impasse, whatever the word is, in terms of before this can move. We need to look at the specifics around the situation, because it's like there's an energy block here, okay? We've also got diligence. So this is about working hard. Can you see the bird is flying over the fields? It's trying to gain perspective on it. So if you're trying to push something here, we may need to re-look at this, but very hanged man energy, where we kind of take a step back and have a look. Well, what is this? Because there's definitely something we're missing here, because it's talking about change quite a lot now. So what is it we need to learn? And you may sit there and go, well, I've learned everything I need to learn. Congratulations, because I haven't. Like, if this is you, then good on you. Because this is the thing, we get humbled. When we're in that energy, we'll get humbled. I know I have been. Recently, I've been the most humbled I've ever been. They're trying to get me to a point where I'm not in such a weakened ego point, you know. That sounds really bad the way I've said that, but I'm just going to be real, you know. Gateway in reverse. What is it, this new chapter, this Wheel of Fortune that's wanting us to step into this certain energy? What is the energy? So let's jump into I'm trying to figure out what tarot they want me to use. Now they've suggested a deck. Really? Are we getting into this, are we? They want me to go with this one. Can you see this? So this is one of the new decks we've got this month, which is the Tarot Apocalypsis. It's a very intense deck, but I feel they want me to use it. So we're going to honour the guides, of course, as always, and we're going to utilise the deck. So let's jump in and let's see what it is that Spirit have to say about the situation here. So Spirit, for our lovely Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus signs, from the 15th to the 31st. 15th to the 31st of October. It's interesting we've got this. I keep smelling smoke. Someone is, can I just be honest with you? I don't know if you've got a grandmother in spirit that smoked a lot, and I'm starting to believe it might even be my own. They're saying, no, there's another grandmother figure here walking through. This woman used to like to smoke. She's trying to help you. This woman could have had a very strong energy or presence around her, and or could have even had a temper. There's also, could possibly have a link with Scotland, okay, or Celtic energy. Very strong energy that's overseeing your progress. Okay, now don't forget we've got the winged messenger here that's overseeing things. So this is spirit guides, spirit team, ancestors. The veil is very thin at the moment. There's a lot of your team that's trying to put you in the right place at the right time to welcome your blessings in. So we've got the winged messenger here. Because they keep singing, why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Now I don't know if this is a song that links to this lady. I don't know if this is a song you have with your loved one, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, mum, dad, you know, dog, uncle, I don't know, hamster, guinea pig, but there's a link with birds. Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? And I keep hearing that over and over and over again. I've just split the deck and I've shuffled, and the bottom of the deck, the all gifted is at the bottom of the deck. This is the bonus card for this deck. There's the gateway could be your gifts, and they could be trying to get you into a position where you're able to walk through that so that you're ready for these gifts. Because they're saying if you're not ready, you're going to have some difficulties, because there's a blessing coming in here. But let's jump in. Geminis from 15th to 31st of October 2020, please. What exactly is going to happen? What is going to happen here? Yeah. There's a very strong, you're starting as you mean to go on. You are not you're not playing. You're not playing. You are most definitely not playing. We've got strength and the Queen of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This is also Leo energy. Cutting things out, putting your foot down, boundaries. I keep hearing standing the test of time. You're trying to protect your group, your crowd, your family, your possessions, your lineage, your destiny. There's a very, I'm just seeing someone's protecting something that is very sacred to them. Okay. We've also got here, there's a strength that you've been cultivating with, again, this is like, there could be some very strong bloodlines around the family's lineage, possibly, with you or your counterpart. You're very in your Queen of Swords energy because you're standing your ground and you're defending your right. Okay, so there's definitely this warrior-like energy that you're in. Okay, and it's kind of insanely amazing. And I totally relate to you because we've got the Tower here. All right, so there's obviously a lot going on. And as you can see in this deck, the Tower card is kind of intense. So maybe you've preempted this. Maybe this is what we were referring to earlier. But so let's say, for example, you clicked on this reading and you think, oh, well, I thought this was going to be for me. It doesn't resonate. That's fine. But this is a very specific message, I feel. There's definitely change in the air. Okay, the straw that breaks the camel's back is what I'm feeling. There's a shadow side that is being brought up for renewal here and releasing. You could be extraordinarily protective of family, friends, your children. Again, I'm getting a very strong protective energy that is not only from them in spirit to you, but also you to your loved ones here, and also your, I'm hearing birthright, your wish. You're protecting your destiny here. Above all else. Above all, it's like you've got your eyes on the prize. That's it. You're not going to be talked out of it. You're there. You've honed in. You're on target. You've locked on target. End of story. Right. So let's have a look. We've also got the World card here. So there's an ending here at some point. So let's pull some more cards and see how this all equates. Okay. So we've got the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. You may have recently found out something that is making you think, absolutely never in a million years am I even going to ever invest in this kind of thing again. And the reason I say that is because we've got the counterpart to that, the Prince of Cups, that's also in the bottom of the deck. So it could be that you are expecting something solid, a definitive commitment of some kind, that maybe you felt like was retracted, or the trust was betrayed, or you can't trust this person. Okay. One thing I do want to say is it this person you can't trust, or is it your father you can't trust? Because we've got the father energy here. We need to make sure we're not projecting that wound onto others. Now, you may turn around and go, oh no, it's definitely both. I'm attracting the same individual as my father in order to learn and heal. Right, so what we need to look at then is how to heal that, because does it mean to say that this connection is, that's once that, because it could be karmic where you learn that and then you move on and meet your person, but it could also be a twin connection, because I'm seeing different scenarios here. Because whoever this is a Prince of Cups that wants to offer something here, okay? This is, and it feels, I mean, yeah, okay, it could be friendship. They could only be able to offer friendship at this point in time, and maybe that's frustrating for you. But there's a butterfly here, which is about transformation. All right. So it could well be that maybe you've just recently come out of a really horrific situation and someone's come in and you're just like, I'm not ready. Okay. Because there's different scenarios I'm seeing. Don't forget, we also had seduction in the reverse, talking about a third party energy. All right. So it could well be that this person's still in a third party and you're just like, absolutely not. And now, this is not going to be for everyone, but for some of you, it could well be that you're viewing this person as untrustworthy, and so you've shut down. And so they are wanting to come forward in this heart-centered energy to try and make it up to you, to make a point of proving that actually there's more to this. That's going to be for some of you, not all of you. All right? But let's keep going and seeing what's going to actually happen with this. Let's keep going. Again, it could have been a long time coming. There could have been a very, tumultuous past in this connection that was caused all these this roller coaster possibly. So there's a pause here. Again, with the Princess of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles is covering that. Someone is holding on to something. They don't want to open up. They don't want to let go. Gateway in reverse. Is this the gateway that is not opening? Because don't forget, we had standstill. Now, if you're the person that's doing this and you've got someone that's trying to offer you something, maybe you've turned around and gone, yeah, but they've treated me really badly in the past. They've got a third party around them. I'm not entertaining that. And that makes sense. But something tells me that there's more to the situation. And I'll tell you why. Because we've got Magician on the bottom of the deck. All right. And you may sit there and go, well, that's even worse. Look, they're trying to manipulate me. They're trying to, you know, manipulate my situation. And they may, some of them, I can't guarantee all of them aren't. But let's keep pulling cards, because it feels to me, and on the surface of this, that the surface, maybe you've spoken to people about it and they're like, oh, that's a disgusting situation, get rid. Brilliant, but are we all perfect? We're not, right? And that's not mean to say that we just accept any old rubbish situation, but if there's, we've got to dig a little bit here and figure out the depth of this. Because is it that they are just still learning and you're still learning and you're working through things together? Because if it is, you can't then dismiss them if you haven't got to a certain point, because it means you're both the same people. But if it's the point where you've put your trust and everything into this person and they just keep throwing it away and you're doing your own healing, then that's different. But let's keep pulling cards. We can only find out, we can only look into this deeper. Right, let's have a look. So tell us more, Spirit, please, about this situation. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to trust what I'm feeling. It feels like someone, could be you, totally, no, I'm not interested because they've upset me. And you're blocking this. I'm going to be very honest with you, because it feels like that's the energy that they're getting at here. Because this is what the other person's trying to do. We've got the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands here. They're trying to penetrate through this gateway of walls that have been blocked. And this Four of Pentacles that are restricting all the energy, and this Princess of Pentacles that's in the reverse, where you're just kind of like, get away from me, or whoever is the energy that's the get away from me energy. It feels more like the feminine is. Meanwhile, this Prince of Cups, this water heartfelt energy, is trying to send all kinds of energetic SOSs and alarm systems, as if to say, can we maybe look at this again? I know I probably didn't do the best thing, but I feel like that we're missing something here, and that this isn't over. So if you get to the point in the reading you think, actually, yeah, I relate to, where it feels like there's just some unfinished business here, and it's not because I'm in a wounded place and I would like to think that that's the situation. It's because there's actually something here on a soul level that means something more than just this normal hubbub of noise and distraction. So let's keep going. Let's keep going with this, okay? The bottom of the deck is the Lovers. So again, we've got the two Lovers. So it could be that, and don't forget at the beginning I said the choice was made. So maybe you're thinking, well, they didn't choose me before. How can it be made? Well, I said at the beginning they'd made the choice. This could be them trying to show you that. Now, does it mean to say you release all the barriers and just let someone walk in their life and out? No, of course not. But we need to be a little bit less restrictive with the energy, because how on earth can we possibly tell otherwise? Because I feel at the moment, this person's come in, wounded you, but it's a wound from your past, and you're getting triggered about the same things. And actually, they do want to make some fresh energy with this, but you're not seeing that. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, you may sit there and kick off in the comments about this and say, how dare you be so short-sighted? I mean, look, if you feel like this is something that is absolutely not relevant for you, then it's not for you. You know, but this is the thing. There's something here that we're missing. And there's something here that they think you're missing too. And they're trying to explain to you. And if you're not going to listen to them, maybe you'll listen to me and your guides. Because your guides, don't forget what I said at the beginning, with this energy in spirit that's trying to show you exactly what's happening here, because they're trying to bring success about the situation. Because the gateway at the moment, the portal to walk through, is blocked because of this energy. Princess of Wands. So this is now your energy moving forward, all right? And can you see, this is a bit of a proud energy here, but this is now taking action. where maybe you're going to start opening up a little bit to receiving a message or receiving communication, or maybe, you know, they've already sent you a message and you haven't replied to it yet, and maybe now this is your time to sit and go, okay, let me just see what I can figure out here. Because look, we've got the Ace of Wands. So you, them, someone's going to make the move here. Someone's going to finally there's a drawbridge that maybe you're going to let down, with maybe guards at the gate and a huge barricade of like cannonballs and catapults and other paraphernalia that are going to totally make sure that this person, when they even come near you and go up this drawbridge and this moat, that they still can't come anywhere near you. Because this is very fiery energy here, but it's because there's been hurt. And it's not because you're not a good person. It's because you've been hurt. And Spirit's saying, and that's understandable, you know. So let's see here. What's going to happen with this? What else is happening between the 15th to the 31st, please? Staking their claim. 10 of Pentacles. Everything you wish for and more. This is them hard at work. Once you let that drawbridge down and open that gateway, open that space for them to walk in. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Pentacles. So there's an abundant energy with this that is being acknowledged here. This is success. This is family. This is legacy. This is financial abundance. This is support, practical changes, practical success. Don't forget the Princess of Pentacles was in reverse. So it could be that they're maybe giving you money and you're sitting there thinking, yeah, well, you know, that's great, but it's not really, I don't really like that. So then they give you love, and you're there's an undecided factor here, but let's have a look. You're not I think it's you that's undecided. Let's see. Let's see here. What else are you trying to show? Oh my goodness. Right, so we've got the King of Swords. The King of Swords has now stepped in, right? And don't forget, you were the Queen of Swords to begin with. So I feel like there's someone making all this effort, and then they go, right, I'm kind of, I don't know how to deal with this, and the only way I can deal with it is to match you on this mental plane. So they could also be an air sign, so it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? So they're trying to work this out from a place of logic. So they're not in their heart space, they're not in their practical element or more sexual element. They're going to try and work through this, maybe via talking, maybe via logic, because I feel, and it could even be that you guys were once married and that you're debating whether or not to get a divorce. You could even be, and don't get me wrong, if you're married and you're sitting there going, oh my goodness, does that mean we're going to get a divorce? Please use discernment. If this situation isn't going to be, you know for a fact the relationship's solid, then obviously this is not for you. But the King of Swords is essentially a fair and practical energy. This is not someone who is going to randomly, I mean, okay, he looks very ferocious here, but he's your match. This is a very dynamic energy, all right? So there's some kind of shift where this person comes on your level, all right? There's going to be a matching here of what your maybe expectations are and what theirs are, okay? Now, we've got the Eight of Swords. This is mental blocks, gateway. Maybe you're then seeing them do this and thinking, well, hang on a minute, where's all this other effort gone? Where's all the effort gone? I thought you were going to come into your power and give me all these beautiful emotions, all these things, and now it's stopped. What is that? I'll be honest with you, yeah, it stopped because they were probably trying and they didn't see that you had accepted that effort. So they've now fallen back into matching your energy, which is the Queen of Swords. If you want a change, you need to be the change. Some of you are not going to want to hear this, but it's going to help your connection. Now, I'm going to just be honest with you. If you're going to sit and say, oh, but I've tried everything I can try, then maybe this is not for you. But if you know deep down, because you're evolved enough to recognize that, yeah, I get it, I'm a little bit defensive, and yeah, I've been hurt so much that I did take it out of them a little bit, then we need to relook at this, because this is probably for you, all right? There's a mental block here. So we've got blocks, gateway, a mental block, all right? Eight of Swords. Now, yes, this could be because of, you know, we're transitioning out of Libra season into Scorpio season. But also Scorpio season is also about a renewal, a death and rebirth, where the mental blocks may be released and then a more emotional energy is able to come through because it's a water sign. But let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please, from the 15th to the 31st that's going to be happening? So again, there could have been a lot of arguing, there could have been a lot of bickering, there could have been a strong disagreement with this Five of Swords. But again, we've got the Wheel. The fight is over. You're because I feel like you're fighting you. I feel like you're actually fighting you, and by fighting you, you're fighting them, and then they're fighting you back because because this is the thing. Don't forget, twin flame energy. You're having to come into union with the self first. If you're not in the union with the self, then it's going to be very difficult to come into union with them. But there's a fault line here. There's a wound that until it's acknowledged, it's going to be coming up over and over and over again. The fighting, the confusion, the mind games, that, if you can acknowledge this, if this is for you, is going to really help you move out of this energy and shift the whole thing with this Wheel of Fortune card, which is where we've got the Wheel of Fortune that we picked up earlier. So we've got now 2 Wheel of Fortunes and 2 Lovers, okay? So we need to join as a team. This is teamwork here that they're referring to, all right? Let's have a look. What else can you tell us that's going to happen, please, from the 15th to the 31st of October? Is that the final? Okay, in fact, let's make it, we'll do outcomes in a sec. Yeah, confusion. There's a lot of confusion here. But it's because there's a lot of mixed signals that are being played out, and it could be that you maybe haven't acknowledged that. This is why when they're talking about flying over this energy, so you can be a little bit more a differing perspective and using diligence with that, because until that's been acknowledged, there's a standstill with this. All right, final card between the 15th to the 31st, and then we'll go into outcomes. Okay. Yeah, and it could be because of a third party, all right? There could be still, so you could be sat there going, yeah, but, you know, it's because of the third party. This is exactly why I'm not, you know, letting them pass my defences. It's because of the third party. So this is the thing. Every third party situation is going to be different. But if this person's trying to build, let's say, for example, you don't trust them, right? Let's say, for example, you don't trust them. Well, maybe they don't trust you either. So why are they going to end a third-party situation when they think that you're flighty? You've got to be consistent. If there's arguing every 3 minutes, they're not going to do that. So again, maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, hang on, that's not me. And that's fine. I'm just giving you an example. So let's go into the outcome. I know people are going to get so triggered with this. I've got a fit. I'm laughing. It's not that it's funny. It's... There's a lot of fighting going on here, though. Right, let's see. Let's get an outcome here. What is the outcome for our Geminis? What is the outcome? Again, don't forget the empathy card. We need to make sure we've got empathy. Really, we have to make sure we've got empathy because it's going to really help. And talking, you know, you can still be a friend. You can still be this person's friend, even if they're in a third party. Okay, you've got to be a bit careful around that. But if it's meant to be, and I'm not discussing and saying, oh, you know, third party energy, just throw yourself into it. No, but if we're talking about you guys as friends, then the friendship has to be on a part, you know, a balanced energy, isn't it? So let's have a look. Let's see, because I feel like there's been a lot of up and down here with this, and this person may be thinking that they're a bit confused about your energy. But let's have a look. What's the outcome? Maybe you're confused about theirs. Let's see. What is the outcome, please? The 15th to the 31st of October. What is the outcome for our Geminis, please? 31st of October 2020. What's the outcome? There's more to come with this. We've got the Four of Swords. It's a stalemate. This is a stalemate. I'm going to just be real honest with you here. You've still got a third party energy that's involved, and until that energy is looked into, this is not going to end. There could be children involved. There could also be arguing still that is making your person worry about closing out an existing situation while the energy, because I feel like they know there's something more with this with you, but your energy or their energy or both of your energy is all over the place. and they don't want to throw themselves into that because it's not going to work. If at the moment, if you guys there's something you're missing here. What is the outcome for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, 31st of October? Yeah, look, feeling left out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. There could be a money issue, but this is also being left out in the cold, feeling like you're being left out in the cold. You need to look into abandonment issues. That's another thing I'd be looking at. There's healing that needs to happen here before this can take shape. Big time. And it's going to involve both of you taking a very honest look at the other one, and that's not always easy. When we're looking at ourselves, it can be very difficult. I would be also asking friends, family that know you, and the most sensible person maybe you know, I would be asking them, like, you know, how do you view me? Am I usually, do you feel like I've got something I need to work on? Or right, let's have a look. What is this Wheel of Fortune about here? Yeah. It says, be the hunter, not the hunted. You need to step into your power. Again, we've got birds. Owls can see from a different perspective. If you are in a victim energy, let's say, for example, you've been through absolute nightmare situations, and then when something happens, you fall into this category of, victim energy. It's going to bring more of that because the wound is still there. We need to step into our power here, and I'm talking about looking at abandonment issues, inner child issues, because at the moment the Wheel of Fortune can't turn yet. It's not time. Be the hunter, not the hunted. So you're the one that's taking control of the situation. You're the one that's going to step into your power to regain balance within your life. Even if you think that they're not doing the right thing, then you can, you know. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, yeah, but I already have. There's something in this energy that's being missed. Okay, what else can you tell us, please, about the outcome to this situation for Geminis? What is the outcome? So once this is acknowledged and the wheel can actually turn, this is what's on offer. The mask is off. You can let your defences down. It's not going to be an issue. But there's something here that's being missed. It says every journey starts with a single step. There's something you're missing here. I'm going to just be very honest with you there. Let's do one of these cards for outcome. What's the outcome, please? What is the outcome for our lovely Geminis? 31st of October 2020. What is the outcome to this situation for 31st of October 2020? Which is the full moon in Taurus. What is the outcome? Yeah, we need to sustain the energy and to heal. Can you see? It's consistency and building on it, so bit by brick, you know, maintaining consistency, maintaining a balance, and then working on that and building on it, and, you know, like building each level at a time, because this is, someone's trying to rush this as well. Again, cave, so it could be shadow element that's coming up here that needs to be reviewed. Okay, and final insight, that one wanted to come out, flew across the other side of the room. Yeah, look. Here we go, the empty room. Top yourself up first. Because I feel like someone's relying on people to make them happy here. It's not gonna, we need to focus on the healing. Another person can't help us with that. Usually, not at this stage, or maybe not at, look. It could even be that this is the father of your child. And that you had maybe had children, and then it all kind of, the actual stability maybe kind of flew up in the air. Or maybe you found out you're pregnant, or again, there's family issues here, links to sort of father wounds, possibly. Maybe they've got father wounds. Yeah, we need to bridge the gap. And I'm not talking about accepting poor behaviour. I'm talking about acknowledging what we can control and leaving the rest. Okay, guys, hopefully this has been of some help. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Until next time, guys, have a wonderful first part of the month. I wish you guys all the best. Until next time, bye-bye.